Join me for an incredible leg workout only using a dumbbell and a step. With a beautiful sunset across Elwood Beach, I made sure that I was making the most. It was quite windy, which proved for quite a challenge, but I'm not one to run away from a challenge. So we're starting off here with 10 step-ups on the left leg first because I am right-handed, so my left leg is slightly weaker. 10 step-ups on the left leg and then 10 step-ups on the right leg, warming up nice and easy. This is quite a high step as well, so make sure that you choose a step that is going to challenge you, but not feeling too strenuous in the knees and in the back. Making sure that you're lifting your head up toward the sky or the ceiling if you're indoors. Keeping good posture and working your core muscles. I'm stepping up once with the right leg, once with the left leg, alternating that for 10 steps each side. So that's going to make 20 altogether. Taking some deep breaths. And again, this is just the warm-up. So making sure that you've got rhythmic breathing, not too much bouncing, still really control the step. Using those thigh muscles and the glutes to step up. Keep that rhythm going. Hopefully you've got some good music on, and that'll motivate you to keep going. The next one is going to be a knee repeater. So we're going to start with that left leg and drive the knee up. So we're going to do 10 knee repeaters. We're using a big step so that we really have to use our glutes and quads. You can use your arms for momentum. And again, keeping the head up toward the sky and changing over. I always like to imagine a piece of string attached to the top of my head, and that's forcing me to lift my body up like a puppet being lifted up. So you're not hunching over, not putting pressure in your lower back. Lift the head, lift the chest. Well done. The knee repeater, knee lift is definitely one of my favorites. So we're going to repeat that exercise again. 2 and 3, 4 and 5. Good, that's 10. And let's do the other leg again. It's a really good exercise. Great for core control as well, engaging your abs and really loading up that leg safely. Good work. Have a quick breather, have a sip of water if you need it, and let's get ready for the next set. We're going to move into some leg curls, so repeater leg curls, and we're going to do 20 of these. This is such a great exercise, again, for working that front leg, starting with my weaker leg, the left side, and kicking my bottom with my heel of the right leg, working the hamstring. Hopefully by now you've got your heart rate up and you're feeling your muscles starting to get nice and warm. Take a deep breath again, and we're going to move into the other leg. Deep breath and push. Here we go, 20, 19. 10, 9, try not to rush. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Well done, everybody. So now to challenge our balance and coordination again, we're going into alternating leg curls. That's 1 and that's 2. We've got another 8 to go. 3, 3. Again, this is going to get the heart rate up, challenge your balance, really work the muscles. What you do with your hands as well is quite important. You might be able to see that I've got my hands out in front of my body and they always remain parallel to the floor. This helps me to keep my back straight. So as soon as my arms have dropped down, I know that my back is not straight. And I use the same method, keeping my arms out in front when I'm doing squats. We're now going to add a dumbbell and we're going to do those knee repeaters, those knee lifts. So just holding the dumbbell close to your chest to add some extra resistance as you lift. So I've got a 4 kilo dumbbell here. Lifting that right knee up for 10 repetitions. Deep breaths and push. Onto the left leg. Lifting that left leg up. And again, 10 repetitions here, big push. Deep breaths. Good work. So let's move into thigh extensions now. We're going to stand side on to the step and place one leg up. In a bit of a squat position, we're going to lift and extend. Extending that side leg out to the side, feeling it through the hip and thigh, while the leg that's on the step is loaded. So we're really loading up that glute here. You can see my right leg is really loaded. So 10 repetitions and changing sides. Looking out at that beautiful sunset is keeping me really motivated here. Starting to feel the pain in my muscles, but pushing through is the best thing, and that's how you know that you're going to really make a difference to your body. I'm going to take off a layer, and we're going to repeat the knee lift again. So repeating that knee lift, 10 on each side with the dumbbell just in front of my chest there. Big push through the glute and rhythmic breathing again. As I mentioned earlier, this is definitely one of my favorite exercises. So if you can grab a hold of 2 dumbbells and really add some extra weight to it, it's definitely going to be one of your most beneficial exercises. These, along with squats, will give you your most bang for your buck. Big lift of the knee. And that left leg is really getting tired here. Deep breaths, engage your core and push. Fantastic. Let's repeat those thigh extensions one more time. Setting yourself up. You can see how my thigh is actually parallel to the floor. So that step is a really good height for me. Any lower and it would be really hard for me to get down into a low squat position and lift. So this is really forcing me to get quite high, using my glutes and protecting my back. Fantastic, everyone. So this next exercise is a really interesting one. We're going to do a step up and a bicep curl with the opposite arm. And then we're going to change the dumbbell over and lift again. If you've got 2 dumbbells, obviously that will be a lot easier, that you don't need to switch arms all the time, but I really like this one. It's a bit of fun, bit of a challenge, sort of passing the dumbbell from side to side. So focus on that step up, making sure you take a big step and lift. And with 4 kilos in my arm, that's quite a good weight for a bicep curl for me, considering that we're moving quite fast here. So let's combine the thigh extension with a shoulder press now. Get yourself into the right position, dumbbell on the shoulder. As you extend the leg, we're going to press the arm up to the sky or up to the ceiling. So really important to focus on your balance, engage your core, and rhythmic breathing. So in and out as you lift, in and out as you lift. 10 repetitions, big push up. And we're going to change sides. You guys know what to do now. So I'm actually going to change the lighting a little bit so you can get a good view of that sunset as you do the next few exercises. So check this out. That's the view that I've got. Setting up the other leg now. It's my left leg with the dumbbell in my left hand, extending the right leg out to the side. Big lift up toward the sky. Breathe and push. Breathe and push. Breathe out and push. Really think about the glutes. Think about the abs. Well done, everybody. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is a single leg squat. Now, you're not going to be able to see it very clearly, but all I want you to do is take a seat on your step or on a chair with one leg extended out in front of you. Do it next to a table if you need to, so that you've got the table for support if you need that extra lift. But we're going to take a seat and lift up with that leg staying elevated the whole time. Big lift up in front of the body and big breath out as you lift. This really is a challenging exercise. It's one that is difficult to cheat on. So make sure you've got that table or another chair next to you if you do need that extra support, but your glutes will be engaged as long as you sit back and lift up using your glutes and not relying too much on the table. It's really important that you actually pause this video if there's something that you need to work on or you need a little bit more time to get your balance or to make sure that you're activating the right muscles. So please make sure that you do pause at any time that you need to, and also to take a rest, a break, a drink if you need to, refuel and refresh as well. Okay, so once you've had a breather, grab a dumbbell if you can, and let's repeat those single leg squats, holding that dumbbell close to the chest, one leg extended out in front of you, and a big lift up. Breathing out as you lift. And 3 and 4. Do you remember how I talked about having a string attached to your head like a puppet, pulling your head and your body following along straight up toward the ceiling or the sky? So really think about keeping that head up high. If it helps, even looking up a little bit higher toward the sunrise to force the chest to stay up. Big breath out and a big lift, really engaging the glutes here. Single leg squats. And now you guys know what to do. This is the final leg. I want to have a look at the sunset. Getting a bit hot, even though it's quite windy. Working really hard. So here we go into the final set of the single leg squats. Big lift up, engage the abs, breathe. 3, push, squeeze the glutes. 4, 7. Make sure that you've got either good music to pump you up or a beautiful view to keep you motivated. Whatever it takes for you to push through to the end of the workout. Don't give up. You've come this far. Let's keep pushing on. There's only a few more exercises to go. Finishing off our third last exercise with dumbbell swings. So we're in a squat position and we are using the momentum of the dumbbell to get down really low, work into our back and shoulders and abs, of course, by swinging that dumbbell straight up above the head toward the sky. So using the momentum to get down low, engage the glutes and push. Deep breaths and extend. Well done. We're going to move into a straight leg, single leg deadlift. So what you need to do here is balance on one leg. With the dumbbell in the opposite arm, we're going to tilt forward through the hips like an arabesque and extend that dumbbell down toward the floor and then coming back up straight again. So I'm doing 15 repetitions here, and this is a great exercise, obviously for balance and core. I'm really challenged with the wind trying to push me over, but a great exercise for the back of your leg and glutes, your hamstrings and glutes. If you need some assistance with your balance, again, be sure to do this exercise next to a table or a chair, just so that you can hold on to something if you need it. The heavier the dumbbell as well, obviously it'll be working your hamstrings a lot, but it will also help to counterbalance your weight. Sometimes a lighter dumbbell is actually a little bit more challenging. So see how you go. Use something with quite a bit of weight, letting your body drop down, keeping that back leg extended as best you can. Great exercise to really work on. As you can see, I'm really challenged with this one, with the wind. I do like having my hair out when I exercise. A lot of you probably have noticed that in my videos. Just makes me feel a bit more motivated and a bit more free. Here we go into those swings again. Round number 2, 15 swings. Get down low and breathe. The rhythmic breathing and deep breaths will really help with this one. We're going to keep pushing through these swings. I'm going to give you a short break and we're going to repeat a third round of swings before we move on to the straight leg, single leg deadlifts again. So big push, big lift, lots of momentum, and take a short breather. Pause, have a drink if you need it, stretch it out, and let's go for round number 3. Grab a hold of the dumbbell, get down low, and lift. Here we go. This is the last burst of energy that you're really going to need for this workout. We're on the home stretch now. You can see the finishing line. We're almost there. That sun is about to set as well, so let's really make the most of the last few minutes. Well done, everybody. Here we go, single leg, straight leg deadlifts. Set yourself up. Balance and drop. I found it a little bit more challenging on the grass. Obviously, it's a little bit unstable, so that was quite challenging for me. I do have a dodgy ankle, which I need to be very careful with. So doing it on a flat surface is definitely a lot easier, and as I said, also having some support just in case you need it if you are beginner or intermediate. All right, last leg. I also really enjoy being out and down by the beach, seeing so many people being so active. With all the gyms shut at the moment due to COVID-19, people are really making the most of the fresh air, the vitamin D, getting out into the sunshine and moving their bodies. It's really great to see all the different types of exercises that people are doing. Lots of cycling, running, walking, and people in the parks doing their exercises. So do what you can, follow along as best as you can. There's so many videos out there, so much to motivate you. And hopefully you have followed my YouTube page and we'll be able to see lots of other videos. We're going into our second last exercise here, which is a stationary lunge or a split squat. And we're going to do 15 bicep curls. So lifting that arm, I've got a little bit of momentum here. It is quite heavy and I'm quite tired now. So 15 repetitions here. I'm using the opposite arm to the leg. Nice and high up on top of that step and changing legs. Dropping that back knee down. So hopefully you can see that front knee is right above my ankle and not coming forward. I'm not putting pressure into that front knee at all. I'm putting the pressure back into my glute, so the right side in that thigh and glute, and down through the back leg as well. Starting with my stronger arm there, so my weaker arm now on the left is quite fatigued. Okay, I'm going to get you moving again. We're going to get down low into a squat, and we're going to travel to the side for 10 low squats. So there's a bit of a bounce, a bit of momentum there because it's hard, I'm tired, we want to get it over and done with. Getting the heart rate back up again and heading back for 10 more. So staying down low if you can. And if you've got a TheraBand as well, you could use one here to do the crab walks sideways. Coming back to your split squat or your lunge, stationary lunge, getting down low, and again 15 repetitions for the bicep. And thankfully here I did remember to start with my weaker arm, so I've got my left arm going into those bicep curls first. And changing legs. We're going to finish this one off, almost there, up to 15. And we'll do those low squats again, the crab walk. I'm going to stay up. I'm feeling a bit lazy, need the motivation, need to stay up high, feel powerful. And we're going to do 10 squats again, dropping down all the way across. And the sailing school is packing up for the day as well. There's lots of windsurfers out today. It was so windy. Too choppy for the sup boards. Fatiguing. Come on, keep pushing. Done. Let's finish this off, everybody. So the grand finale, the bonus exercise here is deadlift. So we're finishing off with both legs, Parallel, hip width apart. I'm just holding onto the 4 kilo dumbbell, dropping straight down close to the thighs and shins, sticking out the tushy, getting a good glute activation as I bend and hinge through the hips. Take your time with it, and if you've got heavier dumbbells, even 8 or 9 kilos of weight that you can hold, use it. Challenge yourself. This is it. Go slow. I'm probably going a little bit fast here because I just want to get over and done with and get out of the wind. 15 repetitions. And we're done. Short break and we'll repeat it one more time. Well done, everybody. Pause and have a breather if you need it. We're going to finish off the last set here of deadlifts with the dumbbell or dumbbells close to the thighs, close to the shins. Let's drop down, hinging through the hips. I've given it an extra little pause there, making sure that I squeeze at the top, squeeze the glutes in. Rhythmic breathing. Feel that stretch down the back of your legs. Make sure you're squeezing the glutes. Press your heels into the floor as well. That's really important. You've done it, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, everybody. I'm going to put on a layer before I get cold. Have a sip of water if you need it. Pop your leg up, and we're going to have a big stretch here for the hamstrings. So if you can pop it up on the step or pop it up on a chair, facing your leg, keeping your toe flexed towards you and bending forward through the hips. So try not to slouch and holding that stretch for a good 15 seconds. And we'll move into the other leg as well. Don't worry too much if you can't touch your toe. Just grab the back of your leg and pull your body in close. Again, remembering not to hunch over. Deep breaths, feel the stretch. Get deeper into it if you can. We're going to turn side on and get into the thigh in a moment. So this is the inner thigh stretch. So just gently applying pressure into that thigh. Again, deep breaths. You want to make sure that you hold all these stretches for about 15 to 20 seconds. Again, if you need to, please pause the video and repeat the stretches if you'd like. And let's spin around and try the other leg. I really hope you enjoyed this workout. I hope it gave you some ideas of different exercises that you can do and incorporate into your own workouts if you like to create your own workouts. And as I mentioned, I've got lots more videos for you to check out. Hopefully they'll give you some more ideas, some motivation and some education. Moving into the quadricep stretch. If you need to hold onto the wall or table or chair to assist you with your balance, it's really important that you keep your knees close together here and press your pelvis forward. So giving that foot a good pull behind you, stretching out through the quads. Other leg. Some people say that in order to assist you with your balance, you can actually hold onto your ear with that free hand, and that helps to assist you with your balance somehow. So give that a try. And we'll just do a couple more stretches here. I'm going to show you the calf stretch off a step. Otherwise, you can do this placing your foot up against the wall, one foot up against the wall and really pressing down through the heel to stretch out the calf. But I find off the step you can really get quite deep into the calf. And again, make sure that you're repeating these stretches, if not straight away, then later on again, later in the day or after you've had a shower and the muscles are all warm and relaxed. Deep breaths. Well done, everyone. Hopefully this video hasn't been too dark for you for the second half. We're moving into a hip flexor stretch here, so just popping one leg down. The front leg is quite out in front so that the front knee doesn't take too much pressure. Make sure that you've got that front foot forward and take some deep breaths. Other side. Please make sure you leave a comment as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts, especially which exercises you found the most challenging, which ones you enjoyed doing. Please feel free to leave any comments, feedback, things that you'd like to see. More videos, more different types of exercises perhaps. Well done, everyone. Stretching out your shoulders, chest, back, bringing your arm across the chest, and we'll stretch out the shoulder here. So bringing the arm across the chest, reach underneath and pull the elbow in. Make sure you can really feel that, because if you can't feel the shoulder stretching out, there's probably not much happening. And I'm bringing my leg up onto my knee to try to get a bit of a groin stretch at the same time. It's a little bit tricky to do it like this. I'm quite inflexible, so I will just bring the legs up onto the step and see if I can stretch them out. Now, bringing both feet together, gently pressing the elbows into the knees. Just gently applying pressure to the knees there. Breathing through. You can tilt your body forward if you'd like. Then we're going to extend the legs right out in front, flex the toes in towards you, and feeling another big hamstring stretch. Again, don't worry if you can't touch your toes. Grab the back of your knees or your behind your thighs and pull your body down. Take some deep breaths. Do that one a couple of times. And you've done it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.